Good morning. In the last lecture, we talked about length contraction. The phenomenon of relativity introduced by motion of a frame of reference. One more such phenomenon of relativity is there. This is time dilation. To understand time dilation, let us consider a simple figure as we considered in the last article. Let us come to the figure. This is frame of reference S having coordinate axis x, y, z, origin O, frame of reference S prime with coordinate axis x prime, y prime, z prime, O prime, the origin. Initially at time t is equal to 0, both these frames are coinciding. So, O prime coinciding x prime, y prime and z prime are coinciding with each other. At certain time t is equal to 0, the second frame of reference S prime started moving along the positive x direction with uniform velocity v. Now, frame of reference S is stationary, frame of reference S prime is moving along positive x direction with uniform velocity v. There is no motion of the frame of reference S prime along y direction or z direction, and therefore according to Lorentz transformations, coordinates y prime and coordinates z prime will remain same for position of any point in the space. Coordinates y prime, coordinates z prime will remain same for position of any point in the space as measured by observer O and O prime respectively. Now, let us suppose that there is one gunman sitting somewhere here. One gunman is sitting in the frame of reference S prime. At time t1 prime, noted by observer O prime, this gunman here fires one shot, first shot. First shot is fired by this gunman at time t1 prime as noted by observer O prime. After some time, at time t2 prime, second shot has fired by the gunman as noted by the observer O prime. Firing of first shot by the gunman at time t1 prime is noted by observer O prime. Firing of second shot by the gunman at time t2 prime is noted by the observer O prime. The gunman is stationary in the frame of reference S prime. For this observer O prime, the gunman is stationary. The time duration between these two events, the time duration between firing of the two shots by the gunman as measured by observer O prime will be T0 is equal to T2 prime minus T1 prime. The time interval between firing of two shots by the gunman as noted by observer O prime in the frame of reference S prime is T0 is equal to T2 prime minus T1 prime, equation number 1. These two events were also observed by the observer O in the frame of reference S. This observer notes the time of firing of first shot by the gunman in the frame of reference S prime. This observer also notes the time of firing of second shot by the gunman in the frame of reference S prime. The times noted for these two shots fired by the gunman by the observer O in the frame of reference S are T1 and T2 respectively, and therefore the time interval of firing of the two shots by the gunman in frame of reference S prime, which is moving with constant velocity v, as observed by the observer O in the stationary frame of reference is T is equal to T2 minus T1, equation number 2. Two frames of reference initially overlapping on each other, S and S prime at the beginning overlapping on each other. At time t is equal to 0, frame of reference S prime has started moving along positive x direction with the constant velocity v. One observer is sitting at O prime, other observer is sitting at O. This observer O prime is moving with constant velocity v with respect to S, whereas O is stationary with respect to the frame of reference S. And these two events are occurring in the frame of reference S prime. These two events are occurring in the frame of reference S prime. The time interval between these two events as observed by O prime in the same frame of reference is T0 is equal to T2 prime minus T1 prime, whereas this time interval as observed by the observer in the stationary frame of reference is t is equal to t2 minus t1, equation 2. We want to find relation between this t and this t0. We want to find the time interval, we want to find the relation between the time interval found by observer O prime in frame of reference S dash and by the observer O in the frame of reference S. To find relation between these two time intervals as found by the observers O prime and O respectively, let me consider the inverse Lorentz transformation equation for time coordinate, and that is what? T is equal to t prime plus Vx by c square, Vx dash by c square divided by 1 minus V square by c square. Equation number 3. General equation for inverse Lorentz transformation for time coordinate. T is equal to t prime plus Vx prime divided by c square whole divided by 1 minus V square by c square. For first event, the same equation can be written as T1 is equal to T1 prime plus V x prime by c square divided by 1 minus square root of V square by c square, equation number 4. And for second event, this equation will be T2 is equal to T2 prime plus V x prime by c square divided by 1 minus square root of V square by c square, equation number 5. Let us subtract equation 4 from equation 5 to get T2 minus T1. Let us subtract equation 4 from equation 5, that is T2 minus T1 is equal to T2 prime plus Vx prime by c square divided by 1 minus V square by c square minus T1 prime plus V x prime by c square divided by 1 minus V square by c square. Denominator of this term and this term is same, and therefore these two terms can be directly subtracted, and that is what? T2 prime plus Vx prime by c square minus T1 prime minus Vx prime by c square whole divided by 1 minus V square by c square. Observe this equation for T2 minus T1. This term and this term, these two are identical and opposite terms. So, you can cancel them. These two identical and opposite terms cancel together. And what left is T2 minus T1 is equal to T2 prime minus T1 prime divided by 1 minus V square by C square. But according to equations 1 and 2, this is T, this is T0, and therefore I can write T is equal to T0 divided by 1 minus V square by C square, equation number 6. We got the time interval measured by the observer O in the stationary frame of reference for the time interval between two events occurring in the frame of reference S prime, moving with constant velocity V along the positive x direction away from S, is equal to T0, the time interval as measured by the observer O prime in S prime, divided by 1 minus V square by C square. The velocity V with which the frame of reference S prime moving away from the frame of reference S is this. This velocity is obviously much smaller than velocity of light c, and therefore this will be a fraction. V square by C square will be a fraction. A smaller term divided by a larger term, quotient will be a fraction. 1 minus fraction will be a fraction. Square root of a fraction is a fraction. When you divide T0 by a fraction, it means that T0 is multiplied by a number greater than 1. What is meaning of this? This T0 is multiplied by a number greater than 1. So that this T0 will be equal to T. It means that T0 is smaller than T, or in other words, I may write T greater than T0. What I can write? T greater than T0 from equation 6. And what is meaning of this? It means that if two events are occurring in any frame of reference which is in motion, and if the time interval is observed by the observer in a frame of reference which is at rest, and it is also observed by an observer in a frame of reference which is in motion, we can compare these two time periods. And when we compare these two time periods, what we find? We find that the time interval as measured by the observer O in the frame of reference which is stationary is greater than the time interval measured by the observer O prime in the moving frame of reference S prime. This phenomena is known as time dilation. Time period observed, time interval observed by any stationary observer for the events occurring in a frame of reference in motion is always larger, and this property of relativity is known as time dilation. Various tales are famous about this time dilation. Let me tell you one of them, which is very short. There was one physicist who was working as an astronomer. He has a wife and a small baby son, just of 2 to 3 years. One day, he was selected for a mission for his country. As he was working as astronaut, he was selected for a mission which he has to complete in the space. He came home, told this thing to his family. All the family members were very happy. On the day, decided to launch in the space. He moved to this space for the mission for which he was selected. The technology used for the aircraft was very advanced. The aircraft moved with the velocity of light in the space. The work he was allotted in the mission was very far away from the earth. Actually, it was out of solar system. Of course, it will be very, very far off from earth. The scientist completed his work. For him, in the spaceship, few months were required to complete the work. After completing the work for few months, for him, his spaceship was not stationary. His spaceship was in continuous motion and it was moving with the velocity of light. Completing the mission, he come back to the earth, and after reporting to his department about success of the mission allotted to him, he was very eager to go back to home to meet his family. After completing all these official formalities, he rushed towards his home. At the entrance gate, one old man was sitting. The old man inquired, "Who are you? Why are you here? Whom do you want to meet?" The astronaut was confused to hear this question. He was thinking that this is my house, my wife is there inside, my small baby son is there inside. Who is this old person who is asking me such questions? He shouted on the old man, "Who are you? How you are here? This is my home. I am owner of this home. My family is there inside the home. I was on a mission for few months outside the solar system. I have completed it and I am very eager to meet my family, because of which I am here. Who are you?" This shouting was heard by his wife, who was inside the home. She rushed outside. She saw one young man is standing at the gate and her son inquiring the young man. When she carefully saw the young man, she found that the young man is nothing but her husband. The young man looked at the lady who has come out of the home, and the young man found that that lady is much older than the old man who has stopped him entering into his home. The lady come nearer to these two people. This young man, this scientist, inquired, "Who are you? How are you in my house? Where is my wife and where is my son?" His wife started crying, and with huge cry, she shouted and hugged the scientist and told, "Dear, I am your wife. We are waiting for you decades of time. He is your son." "No, he should not be my son. When I left, my son was just 2 to 3 years old and he is old man. I am still young." He told whole story to his family, and they come to know that this has happened just because of the time dilation, the property of relativity. So many other tales are there, but I think it is sufficient for this article. Thank you.